Now you have to ask yourself, you've never done this before. That's a lot.
Sorry guys, sorry, I've never done this with a microphone. Sorry guys, sorry, I've never done this with a microphone. Words of him. We've reached the point now.
Here you have Norm Wilner. Look at him drinking, nice. Huh? But you see, he fucked up. He said, oh, I've never done this before. Not one Canadian beer on that table. It's all foreign. They don't want to give any money to Canada. They don't give a shit, these people. These people will walk over you. Life. Fur coats, diamond rings, the whole 9 yards. Dear God, what is this? Wilner vision. Ask yourself, oh, I've never done this before, guys. Norm Wilner with Wilner. Look who he is. Senior film writer for Now Magazine, involuntary political commentator. Canada, involuntary political commentator. Incredible. Look at that. And here he is in the picture over there with a coat on, gloves, pretending like he's one of us. You are not one of us. Alright? You look down on the general population. You are the upper class. You write stories about people like us. And you pretend to be one of us.
Because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now. Because less than 3% of you people read books. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people. And that's why woe is us. Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America. There's a new chairman of the board. Largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world. Who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on this network? So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business.
Propaganda targets Toronto. And we all know the Toronto Star is the #1 biggest propaganda machine in the city. Let's look at Rob Ford. When he won the mayorship, he did what no other mayor in history has done. He actually honored his words. It's something you don't see once you get on board the City Hall gravy train. In fact, he chose to ride with the people, not that frickin' gravy train. I look at what the people of Toronto want, not the banks. Who said that? Rob Ford. Rob Ford is a man of the people. We need Rob Ford back. Now that his power has been relinquished, what happens? They automatically tarnish him. How do they hurt Rob Ford? You hurt the people. That's what they're doing now. They're hurting us. They know it'll get to Rob Ford. You know, as in we, the people. They target him. This paparazzi, they're like hitmen. They truly are. After all this investigation, after all this money spent, what did they come out with? He got stoned. Dear God.
A meeting. I've never missed a meeting. We're going to move on and get the budget through at 1 3/4% tax increase, lowest in North America. I am so proud of the record that I have. I can't wait till the election. Obviously, the campaign started, and I'll be doing everything I've done for the last 13 years. Returning calls, watching every dime, going to people's homes, and fighting for the little guy in the city.
Oh, there you have it. Normal for Now magazine. You know, he even says he's an involuntary political commentator. Involuntary obviously means he gets paid to do it. He's not doing voluntarily. The next person here, his name is Melvinder Singh. He accuses the mayor of stigmatizing and racist black people. People of color, he says. It's amazing who these people really are pointing fingers. Someone's always said, if someone's pointing a finger at you, look at how many are actually pointing back at them. You have to look at where it's coming from. Even growing up, playing football, watch their offense. Watch them carefully, where they're shooting at. These people obviously do not shoot from the hip. It's so transparent. I give you people, Melvinder Singh, what a sellout. They're whores, they're prostitutes, anything for money. It's all about monetary, these people. There's no humanity. Don't believe that, oh, we the people. Everyone down there is a media professional, is a media employee. There's millions of cameras. I mean, they're defacing public property. Yet the police are just sitting there, like nothing's going on. Chalk all. Don't you see? It's all monetary. They paid for all this. Everyone's getting nothing is being done, you know, inappropriately or on impulse. All planned. Hello, people. If any of you have seen my prior work, you've known that I'm a supporter of the Ford brothers, Ford Nation, the little people, the middle class people, the people who realize that our previous councillors have squandered our money, have not supported us at all, and are pretty much attacking the new mayor that we have. They always talk about change. We need to change this and change. He's the only person that has actually implemented change and has actually committed to what he told he was going to do while campaigning. He has yet to break a promise. Here we have some people who are at this protest. Now, they want to save Toronto by getting rid of the mayor. I want you to take a close look at who these people are behind these microphones and why they need cheat sheets while they're talking. Keep in mind, these are not middle class people. These are not working lower class people. These are corporate people we're looking at. with big titles. They made the film look as if thousands and thousands showed up when there was only a few hundred. Just keep in mind, listen to what this character says. His name is Melvinder Singh.
When did it become acceptable to shrug off the marginalization and the stigmatization of communities of color, of gay communities, of communities at risk? When did that become okay?
Okay. Since when did he stigmatize people of color, people of community? He's one to talk. His name is Melvinder Singh. He's a marketing specialist with strong ties to the media, strong ties to newspapers, journalists, magazines, you name it, he's got it. And he is a disgrace. And I'll tell you why. He's a big hypocrite. Watch carefully. Now, here's Melvinder. He's at a party, a nice celebration. We're talking with everyone who was at that protest. They had a big, nice luncheon. After it turned out to be a party, and they're all around. And a majority of them are Jewish, and I support the Jewish community, by the way. I'm very strong of it. But Melvinder, he's ashamed of who he is. Now here he is again. He's got a team put together, and there's a contest. Now that contest is to smear Rob Ford. Here he is again with his nice rabbi buddy, his Jewish friend, all celebrating everything. But he truly is ashamed of who he is. Because in those circles there, he does not wear the most important religious article that people of his religion should be wearing. People, I give you Melvinder Singh. Now you might say, oh, well, maybe he just doesn't wear it. No. That turban comes on and off like a mask when he is portraying someone who is not Muslim, someone who is not pro-Indian, someone who is ashamed to be Indian. Here is his Facebook page. Thank you. I'm writing a blog titled Maple Leaf Turban, Pauling Marois. The chart of values in me. I changed my Facebook photo to draw attention to support and debate. He changed his Facebook picture. No, you change it constantly. It seems to me that thing goes on and off as you like. You turn it on when you like. That is a disgrace. So you want to say that Rob Ford has something against black people, people of race, people, religion, or homosexuality? You are a hypocrite. Big time. Big time. And the guy upstairs, Nama BK Rabinovich, he said, you look awesome holy, brother. Now that's one of his best friends. Obviously, he's not Indian. But just goes to show these people work in the media, they have a target. That is their agenda. They look at the subject. They study them. I mean, they really research these people on a quantum level. What he eats, sleeps, what he, where he lives, who his family is, what he's doing at work. That is the type of sinister investigations, plots against our mayor. Citizens arrest. Thieves have hijacked City Hall. Why? Because the mayor got stoned. You believe that shit? Fact. Never hurt me, never hurt you, anyone. Never took a dime, never took a bribe, and never broke a promise. Never a victim to this bullshit. Never a mail strike, a garbage strike, a police strike. What the heck are these people in there? Huh? What is really going on? The HOH, House of Hypocrites.
resignation. Online petitions don't go nearly as far as handwritten ones do. So if I could have a few volunteers come up here to distribute them through the crowd, we would really appreciate that.
I'm at a rally. I can't talk to you right now. At Nathanville Square.
First off, I want to call for some volunteers. Because we have 100 pages worth of handwritten petitions that we want you to sign. Asking for Rob Ford's resignation. Online petitions don't go nearly as far as handwritten ones do. So if I could have a few volunteers come up here to distribute them through the crowd, we would really, really appreciate that. And then we're going to deliver this petition to City Council at the end of the day with hundreds and hundreds of signatures.
Look at her. Look at her. Guys, you're not going to believe this cunt. How dare you? How dare you? You can't even walk in front of City Hall. Okay, we know what you're all about. You and all your cameramen thieves. Wow, Miss Vicky Thomas. Yeah, yeah. Look at her. Now this one, look carefully. What does the second line say? Independent sex worker. Look at that. Look. Look. She's a hoe. For the love of God, she ain't afraid to say it too. Look at her Facebook page. Jeez Louise. You know, like they'll do anything for money. You know? Oh, save Toronto by donating to professional thieves, fraudulent foundations, and, did I mention, whores. Well, that ends the segment for these three speakers, and believe me, all the speakers there were part of the media. But aside from that, I don't want to come across as being vulgar, ignorant, or attacking these individuals because they all have lives, they all have families, and you know, especially Nikki, because you know, I honestly think you know, she's trying to support herself through university. which is fine and dandy, and you know, she does what she has to get by. And the reason why is because the economy is not the greatest in the city. We know that. And I could tell just by the way she swings and stuff like that back and forth that, you know, like she's articulate when she speaks, and I believe that she deserves everything she's got coming to her. And as far as university, let me tell you something. I bet you about that girl. The scars on that woman, probably emotional, psychologically, let alone physically, is a tuition she paid for her education. And the other clowns around there, believe me, they can't put nothing on that girl. You know, she never went to Harvard or Yale, these Ivy Leagues, but I believe that she graduated with honors from her school, you know, University of Hard Knocks. So she's just got to do what she's doing to get bucks. But she shouldn't really put it out there publicly like that because, you know, people might get the wrong impression. Other women in university and stuff think, oh, I don't have to work and go to school. I can just, you know, do what I need to on the side, right? Not even have to pay taxes or whatnot, which is wrong. It's a wrong message to give people, you know. She's seeing a lot of, you know, she's going to talk about Rob Ford's behavior. He's not a crackhead. You know, they got to him when he was hammered. There's no doubt, whatever, right? He's running the city properly, good. And I just wish she would come over to the good side, along with Normie and Melvinder, because I think all three of them really do have a lot to offer the city, you know, and it's sad because, you know, they're doing what they have to get paid, and sometimes we have to ask ourselves, will we, you know, cross that line, that ethnical line, that line that sort of, we know in our hearts it's not really right, but if we continue doing it, we could justify it, and sooner or later we will believe our own consciousness that we tell ourselves, hey, it's all right, who cares, you know what, I'm going to make some bucks, I'm getting publicity, I need to get that knowledge out there, hopefully, you know, Nikki's site, it gets a lot more exposure, hopefully Melvinder, I know there's some cartoon characters, stuff like that, you know, because I know Rob Ford, he supports the Sikh community big time, especially the one in Etobicoke, you know, he supports all new immigrants, he does what he can for them, because after all, you know, we're all in this thing together. You know, we're not going to be here 50 years from now. You know, people, like, for the short time we're here, we should learn to get along, you know. I always say we're all in this thing together. It's called life. And Normie, man, that guy, he's a sharpshooter, boy. Norm Wilner, like, I was really shocked when I started to do a little research on the guy, and I found out how deep he really goes. Like, this guy's network is huge. Like, I could just imagine if that guy were to turn over a new leaf, you know, and he's Jewish too, he's a good boy, I bet he's got strong family values, you know, he's probably very supportive of Israel, and God knows if you know history, like, you know, the Jews they were treated like trash for thousands of years, and if you read the Bible and you look at Israel today, it's truly blossoming. What a beautiful country, oh my God, and so, you know, everyone's got something to offer, all our ethical backgrounds. We don't have to get involved in that world stage, the big political scandals, all that stuff is happening, because we ourselves are the best. We're better than any other country. We don't have this one ethical background. We are all, like, you know, when you think of Canada, you know, that beautiful flag we got there, the red and white. I mean, look at it, man. Like, I wear this in pride. You know, I'm ashamed, though, you know, because in some countries today we are, I think, looked at as occupiers rather than liberators, you know, which I believe we truly are. Because if you come here to Toronto, you will see a Jewish person and a Palestinian. They even own a business together, they even marry each other. You'll see, you know what I mean, the most radical stuff, and it's so cool to see because you think like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, check that out. If that's not making a statement, what is? You know, like, so I don't want to come across as being a nasty person towards, you know, Melvin or Nikki or Norm, because these people here, like, they do what they got to do. You know, like, because society is the way it is today, because things are expensive today, because today humanity has been extracted and replaced with monetary status. Today it's all about monetary, no more you know, what's in your soul. Your status is not, it's not about how you come across anymore. Today you're looked at for, like, what you wear, what you drive, and it's sad. It truly is, because you know, everyone's got something to offer, and we can learn from everyone. And I believe that girl, Nikki, like even there was other pictures there. You saw her with a beautiful lab and stuff. And I'm crazy about animals. And I see that about her. So I just hope, I didn't come across to look at that girl and think she's a whore. I apologize for that. But nonetheless, I don't think we should be attacking the mayor like that. Okay, whatever the case is. But if you truly look inside yourself, truly, like, and believe me, look at me. I'm in Perks' ward. I voted for Perks. I thought he was fantastic. But what I see him doing now, man, it's just for the love of God, man. And you just, come on. And Adam Bond and these buildings. I don't want them parked in front of my house. No, they put 27 units. Where do you think those people are going to park in front? This logical stuff. And I know Rob Ford because, like, he just wants the best for everybody, too. But the way people are attacking him, I'll bet you. Look at George Mamalady. He couldn't stand Rob Ford. Those guys were at each other's throats. But the humbleness, like, they're together now, and it seems like, we could learn from that. So that's all I wanted to get across. I just wanted people to know that the Save Toronto's campaign against Rob Ford, people are getting paid to do that, and the people are getting paid for that. They're just trying to make a living, and they're good at what they do. Obviously, like I was sold on it in the beginning too, but then as I researched it deeply, I was like, whoa, and the people doing it too, like. You guys you could tell Melvin or Norm, you guys are not the street people. You guys are not blue collar workers. You guys are very professional. You're very good at what you do. You choose that target, boom, you deliver the message. If I ever needed someone like that, I definitely would hire these guys. How can you not? Like, I was sold. But I apologize if I expose you guys, get you guys in trouble, because I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Especially our mayor, man. The guy's awesome. They took his voice, but this shit that's going on is childish. You know that. Guys, he's got trouble in surround sound. Look at it down there at City Hall. The chairs around him, and then the mayor in the middle. Like, how can you not? So, to the people of Toronto, my people, the blue collar people, I love you guys, man. I love you. Stay strong. Let's keep supporting Rob Ford. And you know what? We're all here together, man. Let's just learn to live in harmony. And that's it. I wish everybody would turn and leave. Get on the good side, man. Adam Bond, especially Perks. Come on, man. I bet you when he became mayor, you guys even used to drink together, socialize together. All of a sudden, this clandestine stuff, you just gotta let it go, man. Just put it aside. Okay, man. Don't worry. Something's gonna come up where everyone will do well. It'll be unity. Just come on, man. Stop this childish stuff. Because if you could look at it from the outside in the way you guys look, I'm embarrassed to say I voted for Perks. I truly am. I truly am. I'm not going to vote for you again unless, see, even if you took him out of office, at least you could have continued and you could have got the lowest inflation rate in almost America. You could have done these things and you could say, you know what, we did it without you. We didn't need you. But look at what you guys done. I'll show you what hurt the people. I'll show you where we jacked transit fares up. I'll show you, we'll hike taxes up. What's next? What is next? Bring back car transfer tax? Bring back everybody's credit cards. Hey, let's go have a party. Please don't do that, man. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Please, people.